overthinking everything.
I do that.
Okay.
But aren't you overthinking everything too?
No, we just need to have a conversation. Like when I start talking, you need to talk back. You need to like.
But it's like a certain way you want me to talk back.
You like how you normally talk.
Okay.
You're not talking like how you normally talk. You're talking really like.
Like I'm being recorded?
Yes.
It's a little different. That's all.
Okay, but.
I think that's part of the conversation.
Okay.
What's the difference between a regular conversation and a podcast conversation?
There shouldn't be a difference. I think
there is. Invariably, there's a slight difference. You could have hidden cameras and it would be different than us having a podcast.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So I know it's a fine line between podcast reality and reality.
Yeah.
But I've got to get comfortable with podcast reality. I'm still used to reality.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, I do too. I'm used to short form. So this is going to be my first time tackling long form video. Maybe we should just do a little introduction because...
I'm Jim.
Well, people probably don't know who we are yet. I'm Jackie. I'm Jim.
I said that.
No, you interrupted me.
This feels like oil and water podcast right now.
Buy us a bottle of wine. This is the hard part.
Well, it's a cold open, so it can be anything.
Okay, I have an idea. Instead of doing an intro, we're just going to start talking.
Well, we do talk well.
I think we had this idea to do this podcast almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It took just about 3 years to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it was an incremental movement.
As people with ADHD do. But we're finally here, we're recording it, and this is our first real podcast episode. We are having the hardest time starting this because we've both never done a podcast before. I'm used to short-term video, he's used to no video at all.
Correct.
So we just need to attack this thing or else we're going to be sitting here all day. Anyways, I'm Jackie.
I'm Jim.
And we are a father-daughter duo doing a podcast. And what we're going to talk about, I would say just about everything.
Correct.
We both have interesting niches, which I feel like sets us apart. I think what we can tell people is this is going to be a podcast talking about comics, clothes, life, ADHD, Pomeranians. You know what? We're going to be really good. We're going to be really good.
When we figure this out, it's going to be darn good.
When we figure out how to be podcasters,
we're going to be really good.
Yes.
Above average.
We should start planning a tour.
Great idea.
Act like we're big.
I already know a venue up in Excelsior, Minnesota.
Yeah. Shout out Peak Travel. I mean, many of you probably don't know us, or maybe you're used to seeing me post short form thrifting videos. You're not on the internet.
Got a low profile.
So you are going from 0 to 100. We're going to have to get you set up with an Instagram.
IG, baby.
Yeah. Maybe even a...
Whatnot?
Well, a TikTok.
I'm not sure I can go that far.
He doesn't want the Chinese government to know what's up.
No, that's not it. It's enough just to get on probably YouTube, IG, and whatnot. Let's just start there and see how we do.
One of those is a selling platform. But yes, we are gathered here today to discuss all things in life that you could ever imagine. I mean, we have pretty fun, specific niches that people sometimes find pretty cool. Why don't you just tell them? What do you do?
I acquire comic books in various manner. Sometimes I just go to a store and buy them. Sometimes I have friends who are other dealers or collectors, and I purchase from them directly. Or I'll bid on stuff on the eBay or auction houses, and I enjoy the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
I do consider...
Don't we all?
I consider a catch and release because a lot of the stuff I buy, then I sell or I trade or I, move it to another platform to try to move it on and then convert that into other comic books then.
How long have you been doing this?
Been doing it since probably selling since the early 1990s.
Yeah.
eBay since early mid 2000. And shows probably from the late 80s, early 90s. Been setting up at bowling alleys and bars and stuff where they have different setups.
When you were just starting off, did you think that you'd still be doing it today?
I don't know. I think I did it to support my hobby initially. Yeah. It was just an easy way to be able to get books that I wanted and justify spending money more money than I was used to spending
Yeah.
because I knew I was
Making money, selling
making
stuff,
money.
making
Yeah,
it.
so it was the good outcome of that was it gave me the ability to get books I otherwise wouldn't have had the opportunity to.
Yeah. So you were like, what, 20, 21 when you started your business?
Yes.
What's your business called?
JD Comics.
Awesome. If you're in the Milwaukee area and you like comics, he's your guy. That's really cool. And I think that, growing up, I always thought it was so cool that you had your own business in addition to working full time. He still works full time. Your hours allowed you to, get home and still be able to have some time in the day to work on your books. But I think it motivated me to be more entrepreneurial. You know what? You know what I mean. Like, I always knew that I was going to do something. I just didn't know what it was going to be. You motivated me to start getting into a niche, and it wasn't going to be comics. And I think everyone in the family knew that it wasn't going to be singing. It was dancing for a little bit, but like it had to be clothes, Clothes. I've always loved fashion. I wanted to be a fashion designer. I still kind of do. I don't know. I have so many ideas. Let's just stick to the podcast being the idea we focus on now.
Correct.
Vintage clothing has been such a fun outlet for me to be creative. And like you said, I love the hunt of it.
It's more the chase and the hunt, I think, because there's sometimes I'll have a book that it takes me 10 years or 15 years to find. And literally that's the fun, is finding it.
Yeah.
Having it is great, but I still think the hunt is the fun.
But when you find something, you just want to find more.
It fuels more.
Yeah.
It fuels more of that same endorphins hitting. So basically, when you're looking and you find something and you can repeat that, that's great. It's just fun. It's always been a fun side hustle hobby.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that people, if you have a full-time job, it's nice to have something completely different on the side that you do.
I agree. I mean, I also work full-time, and I don't even think I've really explained what I do, but I am kind of a thrifting enthusiast. I mean, I go thrifting. I sell vintage clothing, so I'm always sourcing or shopping for myself. My closet is like 95% thrifted, but I also document everything on the internet. I think I've been posting content on TikTok for 3 years now. I started off by posting on TikTok. Then I started posting on Instagram. And now I've grown to about 75,000 followers on Instagram. And I have about the same on TikTok. So that's insane. Started cross-posting on YouTube, and now I have 12,000 followers. I need to get into more long-form videos versus just the shorts. But, one baby step at a time. This will be a good introduction, this podcast, to doing long form. I absolutely love it. And I also work full time. I work remote. I think not having a long commute, that gives you time. Like, I'll go work out in the morning at Solid Core. I'll take the 6 a.m. class some days, and I'll be back at my apartment by 7. That gives me an hour to do what I need to do before the workday starts. But I think that having a side gig, it is so much work in addition to working a full-time job, but you don't have to have a scarcity mindset in terms of money. Or you don't, in my opinion, I can invest more into my business right now, right? I can go to an estate sale and I'm able to buy, some rare designer high-end leather, silk items that I can afford right now because I am working a full-time job and then also doing this on the side.
Well, you're leveraging your sweat equity basically. By your skills, you've created some equity that you're able to use much the way I am. If I sell 3 of these books, I can buy a book worth more than 3 put together sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's fun upgrading. Sometimes it's fun downgrading. Yeah. But the more time you spend doing a side hustle or a side business or a part-time job, you get more effective at doing that job.
Yes. And I mean, the same goes for thrifting. I mean, one of my biggest questions I always get asked is how I find such good stuff when I'm thrifting. You got to go to as many stores as you can, and you get used to it. Everyone likes different things. It's not about profit for me. and I feel like we're both very, here's the thing. There's people that are in this realm or not our realm, but resellers, like people that are resellers. And here's the thing. I don't like the term resellers, but there are some people who are just resellers. They go to the what's it called? The clearance section at a TJ Maxx, buy stuff and then sell it online. I'm not going to say my opinion on that here because then people will flame me because I sell clothing. I think there's a difference in that sense, but I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum, okay? I think that the second people start sharing their opinions or, everyone's got things, points to make.
I go by what my dad told me. Everyone has opinions. You might not agree with them, but you need to respect them.
Yeah, no, that's
and there's many ways, many dealers and many people who have taught me things along the way the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And there's no two comic book dealers or no two resellers or no two thrifters that are alike.
Yeah.
So everyone offers a different take and a different way of doing things.
Yeah.
And I like the fact I've learned from all my friends and acquaintances and people maybe I've even met just one time on the way they handle themselves and what they do to move product or get product.
Yeah.
Much in the way now with watching podcasts.
Yeah.
I like the varied people that I watch. So down the road, I'd like to do a podcast where we talk about what podcast we like and what reason we like them for.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Because, part of the hard thing about doing this is realizing of the people I've watched and what they do well to try to just emulate it just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and I was thinking about this. This is going to be our worst podcast episode because it's our first one. The first time I went thrifting with the purpose of documenting it, my first time I went and did a thrift vlog. It's probably not very good compared to what I do now. And I guess I want to tie this into, you just have to start somewhere. You have to do one thing that's going to take you to what you want, but you don't want to have a specific idea of what you want in mind. You just need to do, because from there, it's going to bring you where you need to be. You're going to get the opportunities that come your way. But every day I look at the day as an opportunity to grow, learn something new, find something that I've never found before, and just be better than the day before. I feel like that's all you can do. And when you're working full time and you have a side hobby, that's all you really can do is a little thing every day. I'm going to go kind of specific into my niche. Like if you don't feel like creating content, what you could do is go look at other people's thrifting content. What are they doing? Engage with them. I have made so many mutuals on TikTok and Instagram with other girls who do thrifting content. And sometimes it's okay to just not create on a day. I've taken a week off. I've taken days off. Well, I don't believe in the rule of you need to post every single day.
Well, the other nice thing about a side hustle thrifting comics is you can ramp it up as much as you want or tone it back.
Exactly.
If you're going to be out of the country for a vacation or if you have a busier schedule with your family, you can clear up 2 weeks where you really don't do anything related to your business. I like that. People always ask me, why don't you open a comic store? Why don't you do it full time? I think I lose flexibility by thinking about if it was a comic store, which I have friends that own stores, and that's the equivalent of running a restaurant 6 days a week or 5 days a week.
Yeah.
You have to be there pretty much the whole day, and you have to interact with all your clientele. You have to be the maitre d', the head chef, everything all in one.
Yeah.
So I have a great deal of respect for any independent businesses that run, 7 days, 5 days a week, and it's a mom and pop doing everything themselves, trying to do as much as they can, interacting with the community. And so what I do, I don't get to that level, but I appreciate the people that do have the brick and mortar stores.
Yeah. Well, and you never know where life's going to bring you. That's the thing. I mean, I'm 25 and I have so many years ahead of me. So I have no idea where my path is going to take me. My content that I post, my whatnot shows, when I do in-person markets, I go into them just having fun and being a thrifting enthusiast, a vintage clothing enthusiast about what I love. And I do get asked a lot, oh, are you like making a lot of money from this? I'm basically reinvesting all my money back into my business.
It's a passive income, which is the best kind of
Yeah.
income. If you can make a passive income and reinvest it into your
Yeah.
whatever your hobby is, it's like a no-brainer.
You know, I talk to people sometimes and they're like, oh, I wish I had a hobby. I wish I could, you know, have something like you do. But you know how you tell a kid, you know how people say you need a kid to get bored in order to be creative? I feel like that's the same thing for adults. You need to be bored in order to be creative. And I'm not talking, oh, I'm going to clean the house today. I'm going to do this. Like, you need to be like, all of that aside, what am I going to do? What are we going to do for fun today? As my older brother would always say. I graduated a semester early from college. I moved into a studio apartment by myself. That is where the creativity started because all I could hear was myself. And I started gravitating towards the things I liked. Like, ooh, the thrift store. Ooh, a rummage sale. Ooh, an estate sale. That's what like fed me and allowed me to blossom into whatever the hell I am now because I invested time in myself. You can talk now.
Really?
Yeah.
I share the sentiments a lot of what you've said. I enjoy the community that is the shows I go to, the shops I go to, even eBay. There's a sense of community because I have some repeat buyers and I buy from certain dealers quite a bit. So I do like just the sense of community. Going to a big convention in Chicago, going out socially at night, and you got a bar full of different people, all that share a passion for the same thing, and everybody just getting along swimmingly.
Yeah. I think, I'm 25 and can you
Not
say your age?
25.
Yeah, he's not 25. He's Gen X. I'm Gen Z. And I think there is something very formative about your 20s and finding passions in your 20s. Would you say that was when you realized that you loved doing what you do?
Yeah, I think the other thing about your 20s is you're compared to 15, 16, you're way more comfortable in your own skin by the time you're 20, 21, I think. At least I
Yeah.
was.
I mean,
At least I was.
my generation, I think it's more at least 23, 24. When I turned 24, I felt my brain develop. It was crazy. I told my family, I'm like, this is insane.
But
yeah.
you start looking back and you kind of reinvent yourself from 5 years previous.
Yeah.
So then you start caring less what other people think and caring more what makes you work.
That's the thing. Like, I think that's the big thing. People are scared of what people will think of you. And let me tell you, when I created a new Instagram account versus just the one that I've used since 6th grade, all of that, people from high school or people I went to college with could follow me. And I went through and followed my close friends that I want to keep up with because I barely use my other account anymore. I don't have any anxiety about what people think of me anymore because I'm doing this for me. And that I would have been so scared probably 5 years ago to post anything. I mean, I wanted to be a YouTuber in 2019. I begged Dad to buy me a $300 camera. Now the camera is like $800 because I said I was going to be a YouTube vlogger. I started it and I got embarrassed. And I always wish I would have just stuck with it because I think that it could have, carried on more, built more momentum up. But it is what it is. And I'm glad that I started taking, content more seriously like 3 years ago because it's starting to, do better for me and get a follow. I'm growing a following of people who also love to thrift and love fashion and clothes, shoes, everything. So it's been fun. We already have learned so much today about podcasting just by doing it. And, I used to think asking people how to do things was the way to do it, but I think you just have to do it. As for topics, I think that we are here for, comics and clothes will always be a part of this podcast, but I think we're going to go down so many different avenues and explore so many different topics. I mean, I would like to think we are funny. Maybe not as so much today because we're a little nervous, but Even if you're not the biggest fan of comics and clothes, I think we're gonna be.
We'll be all over the board.
We'll be everywhere, and
we shiny objects attract us. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna lose attention on comics and clothing and go somewhere else.
Did we even tell them that we have a Pomeranian named Marty?
You finally broke the seal on that.
Yeah. Insert photo here. It's just gonna be so funny watching this back. I know that there's probably a lot of holes in
cringe-worthiness
or cringe. Well, all the cringe stuff I'm just gonna like cut out. We don't have any sponsors yet, so if you want to sponsor us, we have so far 0 subscribers and 0 views as of the recording of this podcast. So
hopefully we can break that streak pretty quick.
I think we decided, and this is up for change, depending on how we're feeling, because it's our podcast and we can do whatever the hell we want. We think Mondays we're gonna go live at noon Eastern time.
Yeah. Because it's always noon somewhere.
Well, and we just thought Eastern makes us sound cooler.
Way cooler.
It makes us sound like New Yorkers. All right, we're getting told by production that we need to wrap it up.
We started like C-, D+, K, F+. And now we finished off strong at B- level. So I think that's a strong finish.
This is the first of many, and we will not fail after 3.
I think we'll probably fail some, but...
No, but we're not going to stop after 3 episodes, because that's what the statistic is.
3 only?
That's what Tommy said. He said
and then the one thing I do hear from all the podcasters is like, when you watch the first 10 after you've had 100...
Is it embarrassing?
Oh, they said it's like self-surgery.
Oh,
in a non-way, in a humiliating self-surgery, because
a humiliation ritual.
Yes.
Is that what we should call this episode? Humiliation ritual? Humiliation.
No, because we have room to go down more. So let's leave it.
That's the whole point. It's not gonna go lower. We're at the lowest.
I'm sure we'll have some lower moments. No, come on, let's be realistic.
No, because we are already. This is the first time we're talking in a microphone that we didn't even know.
Failure is always an option.
Well, yeah, but we can only go up from here. It's not possible. There's no.
See, I'm a pessimist, so
I don't talk.
No, because I'm going to say something important. I'm a pessimist, so I rarely get disappointed. That's all.
I just don't. I can't foresee us being worse at this next week.
We're going to be better.
You just want to argue about something. We're gonna be better, but we can't possibly be worse.
The lighting could be worse. There could be a thunderstorm. There's things that could be on our control to make it worse.
Us, we're the only thing we can control here. It doesn't matter if a camera dies. We have this recording. I'll literally put up a picture of Marty if the video.
Could you have Marty's lips move like he was talking then?
Yeah, but I don't condone the use of AI, so I'm gonna have to learn how to animate.
That's a Disney skill lost to the
and in case you guys were wondering, this is not AI.
Not that I'm aware of. What's your closing remark?
Well, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and follow up. Well, what do they say when it's podcast? I think it's really good if you download the episode. I don't know why, but people just say that when I'm listening, so I assume
they like traveling with them on their
so probably download
devices.
Oh,
they can listen while they're driving to work, or they can do it while they're walking. I'm a big walkaholic.
So ask us questions in the comments, and
we'll try to answer them to the
best
of our...
them.
Well, I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Jackie will answer them.
No, we'll be at people will probably want to ask more questions about you than me.
Not sure about that.
If we get 10 subscribers by the next episode, we'll bring Marty.
No, we got to save Marty for like the 10th
Fine,
show.
1,000 subscribers. I'm going big. If we get 1,000
Marty's
subscribers...
not just going to be used as a stunt dog. He's got to be brought out for a pertinent...
We haven't monetized off of him, and he's cuter than that one GIF palm that was like a millionaire.
I don't want to bring him out until we're better at this than 3 episodes.
That's why I'm saying 1,000. I doubt we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers for... I mean, we might never.
That's the beauty of it. Maybe we don't want to go over 500 or 300. Maybe we want to keep it a nice local number.
I want to be like, I like being a small,
I be a small big city.
Yeah, we're not
Like
gonna
Dayton, Ohio,
obviously
Lacrosse, Wisconsin.
we have the potential to be like so big and go on tour.
I
like,
don't think
world
so,
tour.
but it's nice to dream.
But let us know which cities we should tour to. At
Big
our
little
first-
cities.
Big little cities. Because we'll just start a tour probably soon. Because we just filmed the first episode.
Sure. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
And merch is on the way.
Yes, of course. Well, that ended oddly.
Well, we didn't. We can end it whenever we want.
Well, it's ending oddly.
Okay. Oh, what do they usually say?
See the comments down there.
See, the comments are in a comment.
No.
Okay.
Down by the comments. Like,
follow. We have an yeah. Okay, so we have an
down there.
Yeah,
right down there. That's what they all do. That's what all the things down there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what they all do. I think it's ridiculous. But now I'm doing it. Ridiculous.
So follow us on
down there.
Follow Instagram is
wonderful.
No, our Instagram is
it's a wonderful site. I really enjoy it.
Our Instagram, we have 30 followers, and it's called
IG, isn't it?
I forgot what our podcast was called for a second.
Volume Issues.